Students, in the last session, we already started with the strategies of how to, motivate the Indian workers. I'm sharing the screen and please tell me if the screen is visible or not. Should be visible.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
It is visible now. Yeah, all right. Mojis is in the waiting room. I'm not taking him because his audio is on. Okay. And it's disturbing a lot. And he's not even listening to it. Okay. In the last session that we started, students, we have the answer that we have started, which was about the strategies of how to motivate the Indian workers. Okay. First and second point was done. Okay. Now let us move on to the third point. Before we move on to the third point, let us have a very quick recap of point number one and point number two. So point number one is about ask what they want out of work, right? I think very precisely I explained you, okay, that you should always make sure that you give those assignments, those tasks, or those projects in the hands of employees where their interest lies in. जिस प्रोजेक्ट के जिस एस्पेक्ट में एम्प्लॉय अपना 100% दे सकते हैं, उनकी एक्सपर्टाइज वहां पे है, okay, so you should give them that work, this is going to motivate them. I would be very happy if I'm getting the work which I love to do, right? So nothing much can motivate me than this. So employees should be asked what they want out of work. Okay, that is the first way to motivate the Indian workers. Students, मेरा voice issue आ रहा है क्या? नहीं ना?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. And then point number two is consider each employee's age and life stage. As I said, you students in the last session also, motivation is a very subjective uh, concept. Okay, मेरे लिए different है, आपके लिए different है. What motivates me does not necessarily motivates you. Similarly, in companies also, students, not necessary that every employee has got the same factor of motivation. Okay, मतलब वही चीज उसको भी motivate कर रही है, जो A को कर रही है, same B को भी करेगी. No, not necessary. For example, Sejal को better incentives and better salary मोटिवेट करता है, ठीक है, लेकिन महक को सैलरी और इंसेंटिव से ज्यादा रिकॉग्निशन और अवार्ड्स मोटिवेट करता है. ओके, और आदित्य को उससे भी ज्यादा फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी मोटिवेट करता है. ओके, so I think every employee has unique way of, or they have their own things that motivate them, है ना? So you should always see the employee's age first. It is always considered the young age employees are more motivated when you give them some challenging tasks, when you allow them to travel across the world, attend the seminars. Okay, I think that is going to motivate the young employees. लेकिन जो लाइफ स्टेज यानी कि जो करियर के एकदम लाइक नियरिंग टू द रिटायरमेंट 56-57 ईयर्स के हो गए, अभी आप उनको ट्रैवलिंग दोगे, okay, उनको चैलेंजिंग टास्क दोगे, वो उनको मोटिवेट नहीं करने वाला है. Okay, for them I think work which can be done inside the cabin, okay, not very challenging tasks, okay, ऐसी चीजें शायद उनको मोटिवेट करेगी. Okay, so I think again you have to consider each employee's age and life stage, okay, before planning the strategies. Moving on to the next point, 1 minute, huh? Yeah. That is match the motivators to the company or department culture. ये हमने नहीं किया था, first and second point ही किया था last session में. So we move ahead to the. हाँ बेटा बोलो ना.
मैम फर्स्ट पैरा हो गया था थर्ड पॉइंट का.
अच्छा, थर्ड पॉइंट भी स्टार्ट किया होगा शायद से.
यस मैम, इंजीनियर्स वाला एग्जांपल था ना.
हाँ. Okay. All right. Very nice. Okay. See, sales executives would like to, they get motivated when they get incentives, right? When they get extra payment. engineers, they get motivated when they're given a task which is fitting their requirement. यानी कि उनको जिस चीज में क्रिएटिविटी करने मिलेगा, इंजीनियरिंग काम ही वो फील्ड है ना, इनोवेशन है ना, तो अगर उनको वो वैसा कुछ चैलेंजिंग मिलेगा तो दे विल बी मोटिवेटेड. So match the motivators to the company or department culture. Okay, that paragraph is over. Only that much is written in the textbook. Okay. We move ahead with point number 4, which is pinpoint each employee's personality. Now let us go ahead with this one. Students, I hope there is no noise disturbance because मैं window के यहाँ पे बैठी हूँ and बारिश भी हो रही है तो.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So moving ahead with point number 4, I hope there is no difficulty in point number 1, 2, and 3.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your reply. So we go ahead on point number 4. हाँ, मैं read करोगे बेटा?
Yes, ma'am. Pinpoint each employee's personality. Some people love public praise, others are mortified by it and would much prefer a sincere in-person thank you. Make sure you take this into account if you are planning a ceremony to give awards or other recognition.
I think a very interesting and very important. See, what are you doing? You are planning to motivate your employees, and which employees we are talking about? Categorically Indian employees. Okay. Truth be told, students, we all are diverse in our approach. Okay, because we all come from different culture. There might be some homogeneity since we all are from Mumbai suburban region, but then there is some heterogeneities also. Okay, यानी कि हम सबके personality में कुछ तो different होता ही है. Okay, so students, some people love public praise. Okay, like when you are appreciated in front of everyone, okay, you feel very happy. Okay, whereas others are okay if they have been, just said a thank you inside the cabin also. Okay, like they are not looking for public praise, or they are not interested to come in the limelight. Okay, so I think you should plan your accordingly to motivate your employees in that manner. For instance, I know that Mehak is very talented, and she likes when she's been praised in front of everyone. तो अगर मेरी कंपनी में कोई सेरेमोनी होता है या कोई एनीथिंग ना, अवार्ड फंक्शन है या गेट टुगेदर है, during that time, if I am, appreciating Mehak in front of everyone, because her personality is like that. She likes to be praised in front of everyone. So if I do that, okay, she will feel highly motivated. Okay? Award उसके हाथ में देने से पहले मैं बोलूँ कि okay, she is a very dynamic personality. She is very creative. तो ये सब appreciation in front of everyone, okay, when she gets, that is going to motivate her a lot, because I think that is her choice of, or that is what she likes. Okay, हर किसी का ना students अलग अलग perspective होता है. Okay, few people they get embarrassed when they are being praised publicly. कि सबके सामने अगर उनकी बड़ाई करते हैं तो they get embarrassed. Some people feel weird or they feel uncomfortable when they are praised in front of public. Okay, because they don't know to give the reaction then. Okay, some people find it fake and fabricated. कुछ लोगों को लगता है सबके सामने में मेरी बड़ाई कर रहे हो, मुझे जरूरत नहीं है, and fake लग रहा है. तो there are people who have these things also back of their mind, है ना. So you have to first understand your employee. Take time to know your employee. Spend some informal hours with them. Okay, meet them in the cafeteria, exchange a cup of tea or a coffee, and ऐसे conversations करो जहाँ पे आप employee के nature को जान सको, उसके point of view को जान सको, उसकी personality के अलग अलग रूप को समझ सको, and then accordingly plan to motivate them. First of all, motivating others is a very, very, very challenging task. It's not easy. मेरे books में तो I feel that nobody can motivate others. I feel that motivation is a complete myth. In terms of if I say that you can motivate others, मुझे वो correct नहीं लगता है. I've been telling you, motivation is completely an inner drive. Okay? आपको टीचर्स और पेरेंट्स कितने बार बोलते होंगे ना दैट ओपन योर बुक एंड स्टडी डेली, ताकि आप एग्जाम्स के टाइम पे आपको एक साथ पढ़ना ना पड़े। ओके, अभी से थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करोगे तो एग्जाम्स में रिवीजन करना है सिर्फ। बट येट अगेन स्टूडेंट्स, आप में से ऐसे कितने लोगों ने एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा, अच्छा आज क्या डेट है, 31 जुलाई ना, आज नहीं पढ़ते, कल से पक्का पढ़ेंगे, कल से 1 अगस्त है, फिर 1 अगस्त आएगा, फिर अरे 5 अगस्त से पढ़ेंगे, ओके अभी 5 अगस्त है, आज 10 अगस्त से पढ़ेंगे। ओके, we do that, this we the human tendency, okay, we keep postponing, especially if it does not interest us much, okay, और हमारा इंटरेस्ट कहीं और है, तो हम ये पढ़ाई को थोड़ा पोस्टपोन करते रहते हैं, है ना। तो वो इनर ड्राइव कब आएगा, जब वो एग्जाम आ जाते हैं ना, तब आपको ऐसे लगता है ना आपको पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा ना आंसर ऑन टू पास। ओके, so that and if someone, for example, if now I say you start studying from today itself or like this, and आप ना तभी डेट नहीं देख रहे हो क्या डेट क्या है, देखो कल से पढ़ना चाहिए कि 15 तारीख से पढ़ना चाहिए, पर अगर आप मेरी बात सुन के आज से ही पढ़ना स्टार्ट करते हो, आज ही आप टाइम टेबल बनाते हो कि मेरे को ये वीक में इतने सब्जेक्ट्स है, आई शुड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट इफेक्टिवली, और ये सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ना है, ऐसे ऐसे टाइम पे पढ़ना है, तो आप आज से ही अगर कुछ और वो कंसिस्टेंट हो, आप उस टाइम टेबल को फॉलो कर रहे हो। स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज दैट? दिस इज इनर ड्राइव। यू डिड नॉट डू इट बिकॉज यू हर्ड मी, you did it because you wanted to do it. Okay, so similarly in case of employees also, okay, it's tough to motivate others because human being, you can handle machines, you cannot handle human beings, right? So employees ko motivate karna, it's a very challenging task. I hope there is no difficulty in point number 4. Know their personality.
No, ma'am.
Meet them. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Moving on to point number 5, use flexibility wisely. Okay,
Allowing employees to telecommute some of the time or to set their own office hours can have big benefits. It will make employees' lives more manageable and it shows them that they are trusted. Still, as with other motivators, one size does not fit all. Some jobs simply can't be done effectively outside the office. And some workers actually like going into the office to escape the distractions of home or to preserve a line between home and work. As long as the commute is not bad, some people would rather go into work, said Marine Edoredo Radio, a Silicon Valley recruiter and career counselor.
okay. I think let us talk about this in detail and in a more elaborated manner. Flexibility. So, flexibility matlab kya? You are not sticking to one thing. You are not rigid. Okay, अगर मैं एम्प्लॉयर हूँ और आप मेरे एम्प्लॉयज हो, अभी तो ये पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन है ना, अदरवाइज नहीं ऐसा पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन होता, तब भी अगर मैं अपने एम्प्लॉयज को बोलूँ टेलीकम्यूट, यानी कि घर पे से ही थ्रू द टेलीफोन कम्युनिकेशन एंड विथ योर लैपटॉप, इफ यू कैन डू वर्क फ्रॉम होम, यू डू इट लाइक दैट। अगर मैं ऐसा अप्रोच रखती हूँ एज ए एम्प्लॉयर, किसी व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर मी, the work should be done, it should have quality, I should get leads, I should get business, targets achieve होना चाहिए, ये मेरा कंसर्न है ना। मेरा कंसर्न ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि एम्प्लॉय कहाँ से काम कर रहे हैं। अग्री? so if अभी तो we are forced to do work from home, but otherwise students, employers should be flexible, huh? If certain work can be done by the employees जहाँ घर पे से रह के ही, okay, which is more manageable, employees would be very happy to do that. They will feel that the companies trust them, है ना उनको। और एक बात बोलूं, जब आपको एक ट्रस्ट फैक्टर आता है ना आपके एम्प्लॉय को, यानी कम बॉस मेरे पे ट्रस्ट कर रहे हैं, ओके, तो ऑटोमेटिकली एम्प्लॉय 100% देने वाला है, क्योंकि शायद वो ऑफिस में रह के वो टारगेट नहीं अचीव करता था जो घर पे रह के करेगा, बिकॉज नाउ ही नोज, ओके, दैट द कंपनी ट्रस्ट हिम, he will be in the pressure of fulfilling his responsibility, है ना। so you should be very flexible, and you should keep that approach. This is going to motivate the employees a lot. See, some people they want to do work from their office because घर पे distractions होता है. आपका nature of job ऐसा है ना कि आप distractions में काम नहीं कर सकते हो. Simple example, my sister, she's a chartered accountant. So when she is doing her auditing work and when she's minutely looking into the figures on the laptop, okay. Now we stay in a home, right? अभी घर में कितने members हैं? Then sometimes your cousins drop in, sometimes your neighbor comes, okay. कितने बार डोर बेल बजता है, कोई आउटसाइडर्स होते हैं. You cannot stop this. Okay, you have to learn to get accustomed to all this limitations. All right. तो लेकिन उसका नेचर ऑफ जॉब कैसा है, वो फिगर्स को उसको देखना है. And she cannot make mistakes over there. So even during the peak time of corona, she chose to go to the office and work. Okay. उसको ऐसा था कि यहाँ घर पे रह के अगर हम काम कर रहे हैं, ओके, अगर वो उसमें कुछ मिस्टेक हो गया तो कंपनी को वी आर आंसरेबल, राइट? वी कैन नॉट टेक सच अ बिग रिस्क. घर पे इतने डिस्ट्रैक्शंस है, नॉइज है, someone or the other is coming, okay. It is not suitable for this kind of job. Okay. So definitely the employee can choose to go at the workplace and complete the work. My sister, she used to go to her office even when the corona was at the peak time, okay, because she did not wanted to take a risk of committing errors, okay, when she's working from home. Okay. So idea behind telling you this is you should be very flexible. If your employee wants to come to the office, allow. If your employees want to do the work from home, allow. If you trust your employees, allow them, okay. And it's extremely important to learn to trust your employees. Don't doubt on them. फिर आपने तो सिलेक्ट किया, कुछ सोच के सिलेक्ट किया होगा ना, ऐसे थोड़ी ना सिलेक्ट किया होगा. कुछ क्वालिटीज देखा होगा अपने एम्प्लॉय में, तो ही आपने उसको सिलेक्ट किया ना, राइट? So you have to learn to trust your employees that even if they are doing work from home, they are giving their 100%. Okay, this kind of flexibility, using this flexibility wisely, will definitely motivate your employees. When this pandemic started, I was worried that the new academic year is already started. I need some textbook, I need some study materials, I need some reference book which is there in the library. अब अगर मैं कैसे जाऊंगी? You will not believe me. When the lockdown was just started and when government had a very strict rules and regulations, even at that time, I was able to report to the college, go to the library and collect the books. My employer did not stop me. Okay? Of course, they took the best care in terms of precautions, in terms of safety measures. इतने बड़े institution में only 2 people, okay, myself and the person who is there in the library, or librarian and assistant, he helped me to open the that desk and see which textbook I want. Okay, he assisted me and I got the textbooks. Okay, it was easy for me to access and get the textbook. Why I am sharing you this example is my employer is trusting me. Okay, my employer knows that for her, she needs the study material, she needs the textbook. Okay. So similarly, I think in any other organization, you should allow your employee if they want to come to the workplace and do the work. Similarly, be very flexible if they are not comfortable. Okay, then you should never force this. Abhi pandemic mein you can't even tell the employees to come to the office, especially if they are not vaccinated. Okay, so this is something which can help you motivate your employees using flexibility wisely. Any difficulty your students?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
No, ma'am.
Then we move on to point number 6, which is put money in its place. All right.
How well does money motivate workers? The answer isn't simple. An employee who demands a raise might really be unhappy because his or her suggestions are being ignored. For example, in surveys, an expert offer different answers about how important money is, depending upon how the question is phrased. Ma'am, continue.
Yes, continue.
D. Peritro, founder and CEO of Advanced HR Inc., describe money as a baseline. Too little of it can make workers feel unappreciated and resentful. You don't want compensation working against you as a motivator. She said people just don't want to feel like their employer is taking advantage of them. However, motivation to work hard rarely comes solely from money. If your employees are being paid fair salaries and still seem unwillingly to go the extra,
Okay. I'm not sure if I'll be. 1 minute, Mehak. I think I have sent this image to Bonnie. I'm not going to load this image because it will take time. So I'll just swap the screen. 1 minute. Huh? Yeah. This is the last two lines, then the paragraph will get over. Huh.
extra mile throwing more money at them is unlikely to be the answer.
Okay, I think before I go deeply to the explanation, how many of you feel that money, salary, compensation, wages, financial incentives, monetary incentives, anything of this is important for any employee? आपको क्या लगता है? Is it important for employees?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that is the core purpose. Now that is one of the main purpose why they are working with any organization, right? So I think the very first statement that is mentioned in the textbook that um, usually, okay, people feel very resentful, yani ki unhappy, okay, if they are not paid sufficient, or if they feel that their employer is taking advantage of them. Okay, I think yesterday when I was explaining you, business world is into three categories. One was industrial revolution, then came IT and brands, and now it is social revolution, right? So when it was industrial revolution, students, I think that point of time, um, uh, workers or employees, they were fine even if their boss is abusive. They were fine even if they were paid very minimal, okay, which is going to be, fulfilling their living wages. यानी कि उनका रोटी कपड़ा मकान fulfill हो रहा है at least. Okay, so they were okay with that. Okay, because that point of time, lack of opportunities. People had no opportunities. Okay, so whatever job they had in their hand, they used to work with. Loyalty actually never existed. Okay, if I give you this three different phases of evolution in business world, IT and brands भी आ जाने के बाद में, see that time so people wanted to have better standard of living. Okay, and loyalty थोड़ी कम हो गई थी employer की तरफ. Okay, because that there existed something called, मैं talented हूँ, मैं उतना करूंगी कंपनी के लिए जितना कंपनी मेरे लिए करेगा. Truth be told, this the loyalty this that is reduced at this phase, it never existed in the first phase also. इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के टाइम पे लोग जो करते थे ना काम, मेहनत, उसको लॉयल्टी का नाम नहीं देना चाहिए, उसको मजबूरी बोल सकते हो आप. ओके, दैट टाइम लैक ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज. ओके, वो वहां पे वो टाइम पे ना, बॉस इज ऑलवेज राइट इज द बिलीफ दैट दे फॉलो. Okay, so why I'm telling you all these things is industrial revolution के time पे ना, people did not demand it कि उनको salary increase करो, उन्हें increment दो, they want bonus. No, that it was completely in the control of the employer. Okay, and slowly and steadily time is changing. Okay? At present, we live in an era of social evolution. I think internet age may, where so much of data and information is available and abundant. I think students, people are having so much of opportunities. मैं ना हमेशा आप लोग को एक चीज बोलती थी ना that only if you're talented you will survive, otherwise company will not entertain you, right? I used to always tell you this. लेकिन मुझे ऐसे लगता है there is always another side of the coin. Okay, talent, you will survive if your talent is fine, okay, but at the same time there are multiple opportunities, multiple, okay. In the social evolution, when information is freely accessible, आईटी का जो डिमांड था, वो एक कमांड था, वो खत्म हो गया है कि यू आई एनीवन कैन नाउ एक्सेस टू इंफॉर्मेशन. हमें कोडिंग पढ़ना है, वी कैन लॉग इन टू यूट्यूब and we can learn coding. Okay? We don't have to attend any special classes. Okay, even for professional examinations, आज आपको बड़े बड़े क्लासेस में एडमिशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. यूट्यूब पे कितने सारे फ्री वीडियो लेक्चर्स, गाइडेंस लेक्चर्स अवेलेबल होते हैं. Why I am telling you all these things is, today you belong to the generation of social revolution. आप है ना डिमांड कर सकते हो एम्प्लॉयर से कि आपको कितना सैलरी चाहिए. आप अगर आप टैलेंटेड हो तो एम्प्लॉयर के लिए डिफिकल्ट है आपको रिटेन करना. ओके, ये मुश्किल की बात एम्प्लॉयर के लिए है कि वो आपको कैसे बनाए रखे अपने कंपनी में. लेकिन अगर आप टैलेंटेड नहीं हो तो मुश्किल आपके लिए है कैसे टिके रहना है कंपनी में. आप समझ रहे हो ये स्टेटमेंट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So please make sure that you come in this category where you are very talented and your employer finds extremely difficult to retain you. Okay. उसको इनसिक्योरिटी होनी चाहिए कि मेरा एम्प्लॉय छोड़ के चला गया तो मैं क्या करूँगा. आपको इनसिक्योरिटी नहीं होनी चाहिए कि मेरा जॉब चला गया तो मैं क्या करूँगा. Right? So I think monetary motivation is something which is inevitable. Inevitable यानी कि आप इस चीज को इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते हो. Employees today feel motivated when they are rewarded properly, when there is a fair compensation policy, when they are paid on time, and when they are getting additional incentives for their better performance. So I think this statement or this paragraph is very beautifully written, and usually people do get motivated when they are paid. Okay, otherwise they would feel resentful, they would feel that the employer is taking advantage out of them. आज employer के पास में ना वो power नहीं रह गया. Industrial revolution के time पे employer के पास power था. अगर वो the employer के पास, the ball was at the court of the employer. Okay, but now the ball is at the court of the employee. Okay? It's changed, the scenario is changed. Okay, unhappy एम्प्लॉय विल नॉट फोर्सफुली वर्क. वो टाइम पे लोग फोर्सफुली काम करते थे, नीड था इसलिए करना पड़ता था. बट आज के जनरेशन के एम्प्लॉयज ऐसा फोर्सफुली काम नहीं करेंगे बिकॉज दे नो देयर आर सो मेनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आउटसाइड. Okay, but needless to tell you, yes, money of course motivates employee. तो आप किसी भी फील्ड में रहो, आप कितना ही खुद को बोलो अरे मुझे एक्सपीरियंस के लिए काम करना है, सिर्फ मुझे नॉलेज के लिए काम करना है, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. At the end of the day, the factors that you want to see, the fact money also coming in, right? And I would advise every student of mine, okay, to make sure that see, I'm amongst, I don't want you to become selfish. Okay, don't be like that. But many a times, most of the teachers or many of the others are going to tell you that, take up a job, take up an experience, learn from there. But I think I would also want to add one thing. Okay, apart from all these things, do not forget to value your self-worth and self-esteem. If you feel you are worth of getting paid better, please go ahead with another opportunity. Look for another door of chances. Look for another companies and get a better one. Do not ignore something which is important. I definitely don't want to advise you to make salary as your priority, okay, before you select your job. Okay, but also do not compromise. Okay, because eventually that will lead you to be unhappy, and if you are unhappy, I feel that any employee who is an unhappy employee will not give 100% to the workplace. So if money motivates you, please make sure that you take up a work, or you take up a job, or you take up that opportunity where you are well paid. Okay. Any doubts here, students? ऐसा कुछ तो आपको नहीं समझा, फास्ट जा रहे हैं क्या? नहीं ना?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. The answer is very interesting. Now, all these characteristics of Indian people, Indian employees, is coming out, and it helps us understand, how once if us, मैं खुद को भी क्यों बोल रही हूँ, not necessary that I'm going to be the one place forever, right? So y'all also, when you all are going to join some companies, okay, you make sure that you understand the characteristics of people, okay. जितना आप लोगों को समझेंगे ना, उतना आप अपने फील्ड में बहुत आगे जाएंगे. अपना आपका कोई तो होगा जो जिसको आप अपना आइडल मानते हो व्हेन इट कम्स टू करियर. ओके, एंड जनरल लाइफ में लोग पेरेंट्स को आइडल मानना, बच्चन जी को आइडल मानना, वो अलग बात है. ओके, मैं करियर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बोल रही हूँ. जिसको आप आइडल, आप जो बनना चाहते हो, वो फील्ड में कोई तो होगा ना जो लीडर है, वो फील्ड में कोई तो होगा ना जिसकी तरह आप, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप बिजनेसमैन बनना चाहते हो, तो आप शायद आप रतन टाटा के स्टाइल को अडोर करते हो, आप उसके कैरेक्टर, तो उसके बारे में जानो, उनके कंडक्ट को और समझो. आप में से कोई है जो शायद मुकेश अंबानी को आइडल मानता होगा कि अरे इज अ फास्ट ग्रोइंग बिजनेसमैन, उसका ग्राफ कितना अच्छा है, उसका ग्रोथ कितना अच्छा है, तो उसके बारे में ज्यादा से ज्यादा रिसर्च करो. ओके, जिसको आप अपना आइडल मानते हो. मैं टीचिंग में जिसको अपना आइडल मानती हूँ, मैं हमेशा कोशिश करती हूँ कि मैं वो टीचर के बारे में ना बहुत जानूं. ओके, मैं उसका फेसबुक पे रिक्वेस्ट भेजूं, मैं उसको और पर्सनली जितना जान सकूं, बिकॉज आई वांट टू बिकम लाइक दैट. ओके, आप अपना यूनिकनेस रहना चाहिए. यू डू नॉट चेंज फॉर एनीवन एल्स. ओके, बट जिसको आप अपना आइडल मानते हो, उसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को थोड़ा तो अडॉप्ट करना चाहोगे ना. मैं तो हमेशा कोशिश करती हूँ कि जिसको मैं अपना आइडल मानती हूँ, मैं उनके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को थोड़ा अडॉप्ट करूँ. तो आप भी अपने आइडल को थोड़ा यूट्यूब पे सर्च करो कि वो कितना क्या कर रहे हैं अपने. आपने वो देखा था, एक वीडियो वायरल हुआ था, आई फॉरगॉट दैट, इफ आई गेट द लिंक आई विल शेयर इट. It says that start writing letters. Okay, start emailing to people whom you adore. Okay, whom जिसकी तरह आप बनना चाहते हो. Okay, see, the more you know them, the more you know your people, I think the far better success you get. Be a good listener, because when you are talking, you are only talking what you know. जो आप बोलते हो ना, आप वही बोलते हो जो आप जानते हो. But when you listen, okay, I think it gives you opportunity to come across some new information which you were not knowing earlier. जब आप सुनते हो तो आपको नई चीजें सीखने का, जानने का, समझने का मौका मिलता है. I think on that note I should stop. There's only a minute left for the session to get over. I continue in the next class. I hope there is no difficulty in the answer, students.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I hope others are also very clear with the answer.
Yes, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay. All right. So you all have a nice day ahead. Happy weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. And I'll meet you soon.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a nice day. Take care.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Welcome.